we've never done this before. This is brand new. It was sprung on us last minute, but guess what? We're gonna rock it. Doing it live. We are TBT. Whatever you want that acronym to stand for, it will stand for. It's yours. We have a list. That's Bridget's dad, Thanos. No, don't look. Thanos doesn't know. That's a joke. I got you, but didn't mean to. Oh, you have the big dummies there. The best damn thing. That's pretty standard. Like if you Google TBDT, the best damn thing's gonna pop up. I think it's an Avril Lavigne album.
It was an Avril Lavigne, yeah.
You know! Yeah, it's the best damn tacos. Them bitches dance there. That big donk though. You know, stuff like that. Whatever you want it to stand for, it stands for. What we do is
we are a girl gang who all came together because our love of conventions and our positions in the convention world as handlers. So we kind of formed together and made a super group of handlers. Super group. I think we might need capes.
as long as we're not flying.
No capes. And if you don't specifically know what a handler is, a handler is an assistant to any of the guests that are booked at the con. So any of the actors or the voice actors or the cosplay guests. We assist the guests to make sure that their needs are met and that they don't have to do anything. We handle all the not fun stuff.
We were good at what we did to the point where we formed a group that continued to be good at what they did everywhere they went together. You're getting it. You're following along. There you go.
So do you want to get into TBT and how it started? It literally was just a text message group.
We're happy to be here.
There are hundreds of conventions around the world, so there are hundreds of volunteers. A lot of them do it for fun, whereas I think the reason that we click so well is because we're very serious about it. Like, this is our lives. This is what we care about. This is what we're passionate about. This is what we love, and this is what we want to do with our lives. And we're out here, not even trying to make careers out of it. Like, we are making careers out of it now. Like, I just launched my own booking company, so I'm booking guests now, and these girls are here assisting me and helping me as my handlers because it's hard to trust a lot of people with the position that we're in because there's a lot of this responsibility involved, and so you have to have somebody with a level head on you that understands you and understands your guests. Like adaptable, I think, is the word that I look for most of the people that I trust in this industry, and so I'm glad that I have this group of girls to be here for support on my journey, because I just launched my business. I just launched my booking business. I've been booking for a while now. I've been working in the convention industry for probably 7 years now. But it's brand new, so it's nice to know that I got this support system behind me to help me do it.
Yay!
Everybody, give a round of applause for Trevor.
We love Trevor. So let's go ahead and let's start with how we all met each other. The two who have known each other the longest would be me and Lindsay down there. Lovely. Oh, by the way, hello. Hi, welcome to TBT. I'm Bridget. I'm Bridget. This is Lindsay.
I'm Lindsay.
And then we have Sydney. And then we have Sarah. And we have the lovely Becca down here on the end.
That would probably been the best thing.
Hi!
I happen to have known Bridget for about 13 years now, in the sense of we had met in middle school just because she was this random girl who's walking around, doesn't know anybody, moved there, and then just starts following myself and my best friend Ginny, who's also
Here right there in the room.
But she knew someone that knew us, and so by extension she was just like, okay, I must know them now. And so she would just stalk us and wave and smile. I have no idea who this is.
I
was terrified. She just kept popping up with smiling and waving, and then would sit at our table. And eventually we just kind of gave up, and she became our friend. After a while, we just kind of stopped fighting it. So she's still here. I haven't lost her yet. I
Can't get rid of me. I'm everywhere.
I've known her for way too long. But thankfully that's helped me meet then everybody else, actually.
The best next story is
Sarah.
Okay, so the first person I met at this table was Bridget, because Dante was in town and he asked me. Dante was like, I don't know what's going on, and that's how Bridget and I met. So I think we bonded a lot in that McDonald's.
It was one of my earliest cons. One of the 3 or 4 that I'd ever worked, and I got assigned to work with this guy over here, Dante. And then she was there just to harass everybody.
It was great.
And then
it was great.
she was hanging out all weekend, and then
I
we
think it was
became friends.
AFO.
AFO.
It was AFO. It was
AFO, also
AFO.
here in Florida.
It
Yeah,
was
also here
AFO.
in Florida. Anime Festival Orlando. Imagine that.
Yeah.
We live here.
We live.
I mean, I don't anymore, but they still do.
We still do. So yeah, I met Bridget because of Dante, and then she invited me to her holiday party, which is where I met Lindsay. But I was like in a really bad mood that night, and so
She was scary.
I was really angry. And then I met Becca at EXP 2 years ago because she and Lindsay had met each other, and then I met Sydney because of Bridget.
Oh,
We
yeah.
were living together at that time.
We were already living
Yeah.
together.
So maybe I should have started.
And so
Well, we should have gone right
You and I
to
probably.
the first con that I brought Lindsay to is also the first time I met Becca. And so Lindsay and I met Becca at the same time.
So the first time that I met any of these people, realistically, I was hanging out with somebody at Holiday Montsuri a couple years ago. We went out and then we all went to go and do an escape room together. And they were just like, there's a bunch of other people that are going and you don't know any of them, but it's totally fine. It was very nerve-wracking. I didn't want to look dumb. I've never done an escape room. These people were really hyped because it's all they do, apparently, at conventions.
We do a lot of escape rooms.
So I showed up and we all took a photo at the end, and that was kind of like a, hey, no, we know each other. So that's how I met Bridget and Lindsay, but not officially. We met the following holiday month, Surrey. I met Sydney officially when I went to LA to celebrate my 21st birthday 2 years ago. And then I met Sarah also at EXP. I actually didn't really associate with Lindsay or Sarah at that time. During that con, it was only after the convention had happened, and we were all still kind of in like a GR group, and we're like, hey, let's start do you guys want a text group? And that's how that started.
Sydney, it'll go into you.
Yeah,
It'll go into you.
yes.
I am the only member of TBT that never lived in Florida. I've been doing cons for, like I said earlier, about 7 years, and I got into it because I thought I originally wanted to be a voice actor. And it turns out a cousin of mine is actually a voice actor, and he was going to be up, I grew up in Washington, and he was going to be up in Seattle at an anime con. So I went to meet up with him. We were going to talk about the VO industry, and I ended up like assisting him with his panel and assisting him at his table. And it was in that moment when I was behind his table with him that I decided I don't want to be a voice actor. I want to work in conventions because that's a job you can do, right? That's conventional. And I completely switched conventional. I completely switched career paths. And I didn't want to, I knew I could probably ask him for help, but I didn't want to do that. So I started volunteering at every convention I could around the Northwest and basically networked my way into meeting somebody who had an agency, and then I worked for them as a representative for a while. And then that's how I ended up meeting Bridget, because I was working shows for a while and she was also volunteering as a representative. And we ended up meeting briefly at Salt Lake.
Technically, the first interaction was Salt Lake.
Technically in Salt Lake, which we barely remember.
Barely.
But then we knew we were going to be.
That sounds
It
very
was like, hello. It was like,
Hey, hi, nice to meet you. I like your hair. I like your hair.
Yeah.
At
At the time, I had bright green hair. I think, were you
I had
pink?
blue. I
You
had
had blue at the
blue.
time. So we were like, wow, color buddy. But a couple months later, we were needed at a show in Phoenix, and we knew we were going to have to be sharing a room. So we ended up friending each other on Facebook, and then I was living in LA at the time. She flew out from Florida, so I drove from LA to Phoenix. And I knew that she was kind of on her own when she got out of the airport. Like, she didn't have a ride. She was stuck at a hotel that wasn't the hotel we were staying at, so I offered to pick her up. And I think it was literally just in that 10 seconds of you being in the car where you're like, okay, we're best friends now.
Like, all right. The second I sat in the car, she had the if you've ever seen the movie Free Willy, there's the necklace, the whale carving, and she had the necklace hanging on her rearview mirror. And like, I sat down and I was like, oh my God, Free Willy, and she was like, yes, and then like that was it. And now we're friends, and now we live together.
And now we live together. We did that one con weekend together, And then she flew out to LA for another event to stay with me maybe a month later. And within that time that she was staying with me, we're like, we're gonna move in together. Like we just knew that we were meant to work together and figure out our way through this weird industry to find our place in it. So the next year, I think you ended up working and I couch surfed for a while until you were able to come out and we could get a place together. And that's how we met.
Yep.
And then Sarah and I obviously met because we went down to San Diego to see Dante. Sarah came out, we met there. And then I didn't meet Lindsay or Rebecca until they just came out to our house.
Yeah,
Just invaded our house.
Come stay with us for the summer.
And the group chat had begun before
Like a
that.
couple months.
Like a month or two before we invited your house.
Yeah.
Because Bridget had worked with them with their con experiences, and so we all started this group chat to talk about it. And then here we are showing up at my house. I didn't know who they were, but I was like, hello. So they came out to visit us, and we also had a convention to work out in Palm Springs, so we all went and we did our first con together. It's very rare that I personally click so well with people. Like, I get along with everybody, but it's hard for me to make like really good friends. So when they were all able to come into my home and like I knew that I was comfortable with them, I was like,
And here we are now. This is our first time doing EXP, and
Yeah.
we get a panel.
what do you? Bridget
Yes.
hasn't told her.
Oh,
It's
wow.
her story.
I'm so sorry.
I've been in everybody's.
Should we know
Who is
how
this
we know
Bridget?
each other? So, I harassed Lindsay into friendship in middle school, and then I met Sarah through Dante at a con, and everybody else through cons. That you already know how I met everybody. You already told us. I started doing cons. I'm a huge Turtles nerd. And I decided to go to one con because one specific Ninja Turtles voice actor was going to be there. So I went to one con. The next con I ended up working. And like it was just, I just ended up from that point on, I was like, oh, I'm gonna do this all the time. And so I started working cons, and then I ended up meeting everybody. And that's basically it. I'm just gonna quickly summarize mine. I've been in everybody's stories. It's fine.
Yeah.
Ta-da, now we're working cons. These are all my friends. I love everything about it.
And we're here at EXP doing a panel, and it's weird.
Yeah, we are the pre-game for EXP. Opening ceremonies at 5, guys. So, does anybody here have any questions for us right now? Because if not, we have questions people have asked us on.
Am I in this girl gang? Because I feel like
Absolutely.
You're an
Adam,
you have to find out.
You have the mask.
I don't even know what's going on.
the mask? Like
Dante is our mascot. We're gonna get right into our online question, okay? Cool. One of them was, how do we know each other? Covered. Your question, hold on, let me address specifically who that was. Okay, so the username on Instagram is suiton135. You asked how we know each other, now you know. Congratulations, we opened the panel with that.
And if you don't know, you know.
And if you don't know, now you know. I'm gonna lead with this one because I know it's gonna make all of us uncomfortable. What are some of your favorite animes?
Oh no.
We're gonna start with Becca.
This is the easiest for me. I've been doing this since I was 8. Fruits Basket's a hard one for me because it was the first one ever. Inuyasha was the first anime that I ever watched. I literally got up at 5 in the morning every day to watch it on Adult Swim. But my all-time favorites, I really like Nana, if anybody has seen that one. It's hard to get anybody to watch it with me, but I was up till 4 in the morning watching that anime and learning some things about myself. It's really good. So I really like that one. Fruits Basket is really awesome. The first one was great. This new one's awesome, and I'm really living for that one too. But yeah, those are kind of my two. I'm sorry.
I don't really watch anime.
So
this makes this question really easy.
They just asked for animes. Dodger_K on Instagram. Named her.
I was like, I don't really watch animes though. I mean,
I don't watch documentaries apparently. I don't even think we made her watch anything. She's a sports gal. She likes baseball.
I do like baseball. Sorry about your Dodgers.
For those who didn't see,
You're not sorry.
Flipped her off.
Hey, you know you might want to get rid of Clayton Kershaw. You know
All right.
that.
We don't. No more
baseball
baseball. We're not doing it. Unfortunately, same. Like favorite animes for me also kind of got started on Inuyasha and Fruits Basket. Those are Fruits Basket easily, very easily my favorite, all the way. But like, those are the main. We have an Inuyasha wall scroll in our kitchen.
Why are you telling me? Why are you outing me?
What's our favorite anime? That one's got to be up there. It's on the wall.
It's on the wall.
I'm
There's
just
only
not.
three
That's
things
where
on
I'm
the wall.
going. There's very
Three
few
things on the wall.
So, there you go. That's Fruits Basket for me. I'm gonna say Fruits Basket. I don't watch a lot either. I'm out of touch. Continue.
She's already outed me. I was gonna start by saying that I'm not a big anime fan, and I don't know how to make you guys believe that now when she's told you that I have a wall scroll.
It's just the one.
I'm really not a big anime fan, but I love Inuyasha. I remember watching it when I was younger on Adult Swim. I came across it. It was the first time I had come across anything like that before.
Yeah.
And it was the really dramatic, intense moment where Inuyasha is talking to Kikyo in the forest and Kagome is watching them. And I was like, oh my god, there's some shit going down right now. What's happening? And I was invested right away. I was like, oh my god. I love Inuyasha. And it's always a hard toss-up for me when somebody asks me this question because Inuyasha is the OG. But I also love, and I don't know if I'm ever saying it correctly, but Elfen Lied? Elfen Lied? I don't know if anybody else has watched that. Is it Elfen Lied?
It's Lee.
It's Lied? Okay, I
Thank
love
you.
Elfen Lied as well because it's kind of a boring name.
She loves women like her. I love her. So quiet.
Take it away from me. Take it away.
Since everyone is saying kind of like the first ever, I actually started with Sailor Moon because of this person right here. But yeah, so I definitely got into Sailor Moon. Also, Fruits Basket seems to be a theme, but I absolutely love Fruits Basket. And lately, I've been really binging Seven Deadly Sins. I'm not completely done with it because I do it in my free time, which is not often, but
Appropriate, we have some of those kids here.
wild,
Would you imagine
really.
that some of those voice actors are here this
Crazy.
weekend? Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
they are appearing. You can see all the Seven Deadly Sins stuff.
They do all have prints for Seven Deadly.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's solid.
Look at that. All right, did you pick the one you wanted to answer next?
No,
while you were
no.
looking at my phone?
No, I was
Okay.
just trying to figure out what was.
There you go, Dodger_K. We answered your question. So, a friend of ours, another voice actor, his name is Amari. He asked us a really great question, and this one is going to be a little serious. He asked, what are the challenges and advantages your agency faces as an all-power women squad? So, we're going to go ahead and let Sydney answer this as our
Okay.
agent woman.
Agent woman.
Will you read it to me again? What struggles, what?
That one's louder. Use that mic.
What are the challenges and advantages your agency faces as an all-power women squad?
Well, the entire reason I started my agency is because I worked for an agency previously that didn't take me seriously because I'm a woman. Honestly, because I'm a woman. I wasn't valued for the work I could do because they didn't think I could do it well enough because I was a woman, and I wasn't paid because they didn't think I could do my job well enough because I was a woman, even though I was kind of doing my job better than everybody else was. And I tried for a really long time, but if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be here now with my own agency. And then I ended up getting myself a couple positions as a freelance personal assistant for a couple of my clients. And thankfully now that's all I do as my side job is the personal assistant job, which gives me a lot of free time to, not necessarily free time, but a lot of intertwined time to work on my business because the people I personally assist for are also my clients. So I'm very lucky now to be able to integrate my side job into my main job and eventually make booking a full-time thing, because that's been my thing this entire time, since I sat at that table with my cousin, and I heard these kids tell me stories, and like I decided, I was like, this is what I want to do, I want to be able to make these connections happen. It's always been about being a full-time thing for me. It was never like I just want to go to these cons and I want to have fun, and like I know that they're really fun, but I always wanted it to be a career for me, and now I'm able to finally get to that point where I'm making it a full-time career. It's really good.
Yeah. All right, so we are running short on time. I saw you had a question.
Yeah, she pretty much answered it. I believe
Yeah.
just there was, I walked in, I know I had no clue who you were. or anything
We don't
like
either.
that.
We don't expect you.
And it was one of those things where I'm sitting there hearing you talk about the cons and everything and how y'all met, and then it got to the point where hey, it's pretty interesting now. And I'm still sitting here through it, and I'm still going, I have no clue who they are, what they're doing. You know, and she said the whole booking, so I guess you book for whoever comes to the shows and things like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so that pretty much answered it, but yeah, that's awesome.
We can get to, okay, we have a couple that we can get to. So, a friend named Jordan, his real name is Jordan, he goes by RP Gentleman online, he has a Twitch channel, all that good stuff, whatever. He asked, what is it like balancing multiple facets of life while pursuing passion projects and goals? Which we kind of touched on. So like, that's great, like we kind of touched on that, maybe one day we can go into it more. And then the other question he asked was, what has been the most rewarding / challenging part of convention life? And if we can all give quick answers to our favorite parts about cons, basically. Go.
Mine definitely being the actually meeting everybody and getting to know my con family, because it makes everything so much more fun, kind of coming out and seeing everybody. Oh my God.
Why? I don't know, because I was
For me, the most rewarding part is the fan interactions, because I know I touched on a little bit that I got into this because of my cousin, and I sat with him at his table. The reason I wanted to get into this is because I was hearing these stories of these kids who were coming back to me and saying, the video games that you were in saved my life, or the animes that you worked on got me through really dark times, and that really resonated with me because I am that kid too. So to be able to bring that to other people is really why I'm out here doing this, essentially, because I know that like storytelling can really change people's lives, and that's the most rewarding part of it. And I don't want to say that, which I just say
That thing you were just talking about, like, wait, the thing you just said, interaction? No, like you just said, like changing lives, yeah, so that's the thing is, like, everything, anime, all that stuff, did change my life at 7, so the cool part for me is to now be involved with that on a different level where I can appreciate it from a better perspective as well. I love meeting the fans because I understand that. I was literally on that side of the table for 7 years. I love talking to them and making them, like, yeah, I love all that, but I also love the people that I meet. And literally, I have no friends in my normal life. Everybody is living everywhere else, and I'm totally fine with that. I'm completely and totally fine with that, so.
Probably favorite thing, like Sydney said, like I love the fan interactions, and I love getting to see them get excited to meet somebody and how much they, love a show or a movie or something that they connect with, and then the stories that they go ahead and share. And then I also love just hanging out with my friends and stuff like that too, and then just the random adventures that happen wherever we get lost.
Adventures of TBD.
Yeah.
We're all people pleasers. We all love spending time together, having fun. And what I learned about myself over the years is like I kind of won most of what I've ever done all the time. But what I've learned about myself is I basically just like making people smile. So that's the best thing about cons for me, is being around anybody, friends, fans, anybody I talk to, and being able to see them smile because of anything I have anything to do with. And that's what I like about cons. So we're gonna wrap it up with 2 funny questions brought to us by this lovely man, Aaron, right here.
What did you do?
We have the question, what is your favorite letter of the alphabet? It doesn't have to be the English alphabet. I'm still gonna go with B for Bridget.
Mine was gonna be M, because it could be an M or a W.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Multi-faceted,
Man.
ladies and gentlemen.
I teach the alphabet, I'm here, I got it.
Anybody else have a quick answer?
Yes, I've got 2 of them in the name. Yes.
Sydney Schultz.
It's spooky.
Spooky Sydney Schultz. All the S's.
S's, yeah.
You have a mic right there.
second, Jordan. Who's your own?
B for baseball.
Oh,
Like you're surprised.
man, you could have said.
I know.
I don't know what it is. I think it's R, but I don't think it's because of my name. I just like it, but it might be because that's my name. So R is my favorite.
I love the French accent.
And what else to do, Abby? There you go.
What other
The other question is, if you could be any animal, which would you be? Giraffe.
You can't all answer at once. Yeah, look up here. Absolutely a dolphin. I've loved a dolphin since I was like 4. Went to one show and I was just like, this is my animal for the rest of my life. And it was that. Dolphins.
If I was going to be an animal, I'd be a normal whale. Save the whales, don't go to SeaWorld, please don't support them.
A fox, for me. I love foxes. Period. Foxes all the time. Foxes. Foxes.
How many times did you say fox?
Foxes. Giraffes. I like giraffes. That's it.
She's tall. Raccoon. I am a raccoon. I've been called a raccoon, like by my coworkers. We have animal plushie slippers, and they're like, "Here, guess which one you are?" And I'm like, "Don't." And it was raccoon. I'm always scared. So.
They're cute. That was it. We had somebody ask us, his name is Billy. We had him ask us why candy corn was the best Halloween candy.
And he's wrong. It's not.
We're not going to end this with an argument. We have our animal.
Billy, I feel you. I understand. I like that candy.
But we do have to go to work.
so much. Thank you.
We will see you shortly. We got to go to work.
We gotta go to the other side.
Enjoy your